Here is my little project that I've been working on. I got a little bit of motivation after watching a few online videos from John's Arcade and finding a website, Arcade Boneyard, actually located in Florida up the road here, that had, lo and behold, it was a Space Ace control panel. Well, I say that, it could have been, it was Dragon's Lair Space Ace, but it had the difficulty holes off to the side here, down here. Difficulty holes, so it was actually had the remainders of some of the Space Ace overlay on it, but now it's all sanded down. Got the last bit of Bondo to be finished, which you can see here. These few holes didn't quite build up enough, so once I've sanded those down, jobs are good, and I'll give it a final sand, and then I will spray it down with what I have been told is a good paint to finish off with, which is grab it for you, which will be this, the Rust-Oleum Universal paint and primer in one. Okay, so this is the morning after the third fill, and I've just gone over it with my orbital sander that I purchased, and now you've got all the spots pretty flat, looking lovely and smooth. And so in a while I'll degrease it, and then I will give it a prime, and we'll see what it comes up like. I don't think I'm going to need a car body finish here. I think I'm hoping the overlay will sort out any minor imperfections, but to be honest, this is pretty damn smooth. So we're hoping that's all good, and in a minute we'll degrease and then we will prime. Right, I've just hit it with a little isopropyl alcohol so I can degrease it. I don't have some degreaser, but I'm figuring this stuff will be pretty much the same deal. So I've gone over it, and now I've just left it to stand here for a second for that isopropyl alcohol to evaporate. And now I'm going to shake up a can of primer, and we'll give it a shot. We'll hit it and we'll see. Now, I tried to buy some of the Rust-Oleum Universal satin primer and paint all in one that John at John's Arcade recommended. However, I couldn't find it. I thought I could get gloss, but I couldn't get the satin that he suggested. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it two hits here. I've got a clean metal primer, which I'm going to bang that on first. Maybe I might sand it down afterwards. There's no real need, I don't think, but I might sand it down with some fine afterwards, just to flatten any spots off and use it a bit like a mist coat. But then after that, we'll hit it with the black that I've got. It's just a regular Rust-Oleum satin black, and we'll see how that comes out, and then see if that recommendation of satin black is good. We'll see how we get on. Right, I'm just shaking this bad boy up for a minute or two. We're getting pretty much there, sorry for the shaky cam. It's quite hard to do the two things at once. So there you go, so there we have it, and then what we do, just going to blow it out here. Lovely, and then we'll commence in seeing how this goes. I'm hoping not to get too much overspray. I might be a bit far away from that, and then at least this will also give me a really good idea of what my finish is like. I'm not going to do it too much. I think I'm going to just do a couple of coats, to be honest. I haven't sprayed in storage ever, so we'll do that. So don't want to ruin it too much, and then the back edge. Bang up that edge. Right, so I'm going to finish off this, run over it. I might do two coats, I might do one, and then we should be good. It'll be all primed up. We'll see how smooth it looks. Right, so I've hit it twice actually. Not too heavy a coat, but there's a couple of little imperfections you can see. Maybe see those little scratches there. So I'm thinking I might go and get some filler paste. There's two little holes there that are still slightly showing, and one little hole up there. There is scratches. Now I might get away with it with the overlay, but I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to go and get some filling paste, I think, and just finish it off with that. But other than that, to be honest, primed up, it looks very nice compared with what it was like 2 days ago. And word of warning, I'm sure everyone's got some common sense and know better, but make sure you got some a well ventilated area when you're spraying this stuff, and also with the Bondo, the fumes on it are extremely strong, and I imagine you'll start seeing pink elephants if you're not too careful. But anyway, what I did is I just sprayed the back. Should really have filmed it just with the black. I wasn't too fussed really about any imperfections on the back, not to any great deal degree anyway, because it's obviously not exposed. So that looks pretty sexy. So I will, as I said, go and just get a little bit of something to touch up these little scratches here and this little one up here, just to make that nice, and then I'll sand it down with a real smooth, with the orbital sander, just to flatten that nicely, and then I'll dust it with the black, and the job will be a good one. So we'll come back with the black when we're sanding, or after we've sanded. Now this is my finished control panel from the butchered Franken panel that I had ordered online. Admittedly, it only cost $34 when I got it, but instead of having the, I've painted it black, instead of having the regular 1-player, 2-player joystick and fire buttons, it had those holes, along with good and old 3 more at the front, 3 more across the back, and a whole load, 5 or 6 here, 5 or 6 here. So that's about as good as I can get it, and I think once that CPO's been applied to it, which I'm going to order shortly, I think that should come up pretty well. So now I've got that. That answers a lot of questions. However, it is slightly out of shape, I think. I think it's been twisted. I think this angle here is slightly different to the rear, but we'll address that and see how it looks when it's in the cabinet. So that's the control panel as we stand at the moment.